From the edge of Music City, live from Liberty Hall at the historic factory at Franklin, Music City Roots is on the air. Look who's back, son of a gun. Tonight, a legendary country rock band, deep old school folk music, bluegrass from Colorado, and a soulful master of the electric lap steel guitar. It's going to be a great night. Turn up your radio. We've got some great music in store as always. And here to introduce you to the band is our musical host. Now, if you were trapped on a desert island with just one songwriter, he'd be a great choice. Not to get you out of the desert, but to entertain you, of course. Straight from Raleigh, North Carolina, the IBMA Festival, where he's still known to millions out there, it's Jim Lauderdale!
Thank you, Keith, and everybody, thanks a lot. Well, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to do a song I haven't done at Music City Roots.
What if I mind?
What's that?
What if I mind?
Okay, well, if you do, then I won't do it. Never mind.
No, you go ahead and do it.
No,
it's okay.
I won't do the new song off my new double album that came out last week called Soul Searching. This is probably one of the few places you could go since they don't have record stores anymore. And let them know if they run out over there, and I'll run out to the trunk and get some more of them. But anyway, here's the song. There's two records. One of them is called Memphis. I recorded it in Memphis. It's a soul record, and the other one was from Nashville. So I'll do something off the Memphis record now.
All right.
Well, I can't move a shoe up a mountain without a bit of faith. Seeing just how long the baby steps are gonna take. And I can't feel the patience paying off in copious quantities. I can't see the entrance now to the forest from the trees. Way out is fine. Good things surely happen in good time. Way out is fine. Until then, well, please have some of mine. Well, I can't prove that Isaac Newton could sound like Isaac Hayes. And I can't tell you what I'm doing when I don't know what to say. And I can't offer consolation when you find yourself in need. When you want to share a ride to where your heart might lead. Way out is fine. Good things surely happen in good time. Whoa, whoa, way out is fine. Until then, well, please have some of mine. Under the circumstance, fell into a lucky chance. I might get the chance to try and make you feel better. Galaxy that's just right down the lane. When I'm standing next to you, it's on a different plane. Oh, I think you hung the moon and kissed it on the face. Made it go through the phases that got me in this place. Way out is fine. Good things surely happen in good time. Whoa, whoa, way out is fine. Until then, well, please have some of mine. Whoa, way out is fine. Good things surely happen in good time. Whoa, way out is fine. Until then, well, please things should happen in good time. Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much, and welcome to Music City Roots, live from Liberty Hall here in Franklin, Tennessee. And you know what? This is the official opener for our 2015 fall season.
How about that?
So we're glad y'all came out to be with us tonight on this special occasion. And for those of you listening or watching out there, hello. And as Keith said, we've got a cool lineup of hello. Well, hello there. Okay, Keith, it's not Halloween yet. You can take off the scary mask right now. But anyway, as Keith said, we have a very cool lineup of talent tonight. And by the way, what's our April... I'm sorry. By the way...
Did I shake you? I'm sorry.
You did. You scared me. Whoever that was very, very inappropriate and scary for a show like this.
But, for folks listening on the radio, it's actually a little fan thing. It's got Jim's face on. And I heard this was the most popular item at the IBMA this year. Is that right?
I don't know.
That they were selling for like $300 a piece
when
you could get them.
I doubt they were that
That's
much.
what I heard. AJ told me that.
I heard two.
Hey, there's one out in the audience.
There's one out there now.
I wish we could have matching gems here.
You could have a jam session.
Jam session.
But anyway, and by the way, that's our able and sonorous announcer, Keith Bilbrey, right here.
Thank you.
Man of 1,000 faces. Let's make him welcome.
Thank you. Me and Jim, thank you very much.
You know, Lon Chaney couldn't have done better than that. And my other co-host is over here. He's our show journalist. He's not a doctor, but he'll be running our guest artists through an MRI, a musically revealing interview. Craig Havighurst.
That makes me sound a lot more knowledgeable than I am. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday night. We'll be keeping you up to date on the wild card game. Very important. I'm just jittery. This losing streak ends this fall. The Cubs are going all the way. Come on.
And who are they playing tonight, for those of us?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One game to decide it all. Anyway, thanks for being here. Want to say thanks to our partners, but first I want to say thanks to two new syndicated radio partners. Did you know that Music City Roots is on around the country at about 40 different stations now in a syndicated 2-hour version? It is available free to any station who would like to add us to the lineup. And I thanked them last week, but I'll do it again because there's two of them. WEEU in Reading, Pennsylvania, and WSCA in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And we've just joined their families, and we're so happy to have them. If you know of a station out there in the country who has a bend for roots music of any kind, hey, we'll take the midnight Sunday slot. We'll be on anywhere you want, but I'd love to help make that possible and get the show out to more people. And locally, though, our radio partner is the wonderful Hippie Radio, 94.5 FM. Let's give him a big round of applause. Hippie Barb is here tonight. Hello to Chris back at the studio. And hippies everywhere. We are partners, too, with Soulshine Pizza. They provide the lunch for our crew, give us free pizza each week to keep these guys going as they put the stage up. And they're also a stop on our bus tour, our bus down to the show. You can pick it up at Soulshine in Midtown or the 5 spot in East Nashville. For your $10 ticket, a ride down, get a sample from Blackstone and a little bit of snack and some music usually, and it's a great deal. So please look into it. There's more information on our website. And if you've eaten in the house tonight, you were eating the delicious food of Monell's. Michael King and Monell's, bringing the South to your mouth for 20 years. And here they are in our hall. We can't believe it. They are so nice to work with, and their food's so great. Enjoyed the chicken tonight mightily. On tap in the Blackstone Brewery lineup, legends out of the state just to our north. They were country rock before country rock was cool. The Kentucky Headhunters are here, y'all. Yeah. A lot of folks have been looking forward to that. Making a return visit after about 3 years, a wonderful young artist, incredible slide guitar player. He's here with his dad and his wife and a whole family band. The A.J. Ghent Band is here. Give him a round of applause. In the second slot, a folk duo that just is fascinating, The Lowest Pair. The Lowest Pair. Good, they've got some fans in the house. and some Colorado bluegrass to start things off. Jim.
All right. Well, you know, folks, there's no bluegrass like Colorado bluegrass. And that's right. And these fine folks are emerging stars out of Denver, Colorado. They are winners of the 2014 Telluride Band Contest, and an area paper called them Colorado's next great bluegrass band. How about a big Music City Roots welcome for Trout Steak Revival?
Through the wind I hear your voice calling. When I close my eyes I see you smiling. It's your warmth that lifts me up when I'm falling. Skin so close to keep my heart from crying. Breeze through the leaves of the trees and all around me. Waves kiss the shores and calm my nerves. And like an eagle that soars the mountains and highly, be the wind that sails across the earth. When it's time for me to go and head out on the road, you should know that you are not alone. Clouds will change the sky, it turns to darkness. Find the courage, seek shelter from the storm. Tides will turn, rain will pour, and lightning crashes. I welcome all that show up at my door. When it's time for me to go and head out on the road, you should know that you are not alone. And you think you'll never make it, just know I'm here for you, I won't escape this. I'll be the earth, I'll be the sky, I'll always be right by your side. And when it's time for me to go, head out on the road, you should know that you are not alone. Well, hello, Nashville. How you doing? It's great to be out here. We're called Trout Steak Revival. We're from Denver, Colorado. And we made the long road trip out. We've been kind of dotting the map along the way, and it's great to be here. Thanks so much for having us. We're going to play a song off our new record.
1, 2, 3, 4.
From Minnesota, all night racing from the cold, and the stars fell in arcs across the sky. ago, waiting for a ride in Oklahoma. Shook off the cold from the northwoods, tearing our benches and jumps and yelled when we nearly stayed out of Brownsville and Jay. And we were far away from fences, far from home, farther from routine. We were falling like an arc across the dream. In a wandering night where times like these would go, waiting for a ride in Oklahoma. Driving home from Texas, and that steam rose, we coasted south in Oklahoma. And we pooled all our money, though we barely paid, had to trade for a second-hand radiator on a Chevrolet. In a wandering night where times like these would go, waiting for a ride in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, waiting for a ride in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma.
You've treated me unkind. Put on your shoes and pack your bags. You're leaving here tonight. Go on, walk those feet right out the door and go on. I don't love you anymore. Go on. This time I know for sure. So go on, go on, go on. My daddy told me, honey, now don't let him make you sad. You're the best thing that you would hurt this bad. So I'll raise my hands, put up that flag, I'm throwing the towel
Have any of y'all ever been to the Telluride Bluegrass Festival before? Yeah, a few of you lucky folks have. It is a great time if you haven't been there. And this next song we're going to play I actually wrote about a friend that I made at that festival. So.
Sun beating down on my shoulders. I feel the green grass growing between my toes. Every day that goes by, I don't feel any older. I'm the same age as the day that I was born. She said, take my hand, come down to the river, bring me your heart full of sorrow and mourn. There's a current so strong it will break you and leave you naked. Oh, as the day that you were born. Follow me down a road growing wider, down to a place where minds are free. It was the hand of a stranger that touched my shoulder and sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. Summer in the green rolling orchards, a feeling of freedom down an old dirt road. Well, I took my mind, threw it in the water, and the only thing I can remember is now. Every day our love is growing stronger. I see it in all the people I meet every day. Our hearts are getting closer to pulsing at the very same beat. Follow me down a road growing wider, down to a place where minds are free. It was the hand of a stranger that touched my shoulder and sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. To the sea, she sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea. She sent my spirit like a river to the sea.
Thank you guys all so much. We have one more song left for you tonight, and we're going to do the title track off our new album that we released on April 1st. It's called Brighter Every Day. We do have some copies if you guys like what you're hearing. We'd love to say hi to you and meet you after the show. So thanks for listening.
There are some times when the day is gone. In my darkest hours, waiting on the dawn. Wondering if we're gonna make it out alright of this cold and lonely world out in the night. Did I see your blue eyes in that good friend of mine? The sun is shining brighter every day. The sun is shining brighter every day. I wish you luck. I wish you the best. I wish you years of having fun, having happiness. It's what you got is hard to find. It gives a lot of hope to this heart of mine. Let us see your blue eyes and that good friend of mine. The sun is shining brighter every day. 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 The sun is shining brighter every day.
Let's hear it for the Trout Steak Revival. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. I think they loved you. The Trout Steak Revival. Pretty great, huh, folks? Thank y'all so much. Y'all are a long way from home, and we appreciate you being here with us tonight. Keith, it seems like so long since
Yes.
I've seen you, and
Good to have you back.
you know, it's good to be back. And Keith, I've got a very special treat for you as I make my way over here to the stage. It's kind of a surprise. You know, I'm not much of a creature of habit. I like to be different every week. I mean, I don't like. Let's see. I'm going to give you the largest portion.
It's funny when Peter Cooper's here. He brings out 2 and eats them both himself.
Well, now look, I'm not going to stand
just one
up
more
here.
reason that
Keith, I'm not. Thank you.
Oh, this is good.
I'm not going to stand up here and bash my friend Peter Cooper. I mean,
I'm not asking you to.
There's no competition.
I'm just glad you have
between
different
us.
habits.
I mean, he's a great guy. Mm-hmm. He really is. I mean, and I missed being with you guys last week very much. But Keith, I hear Peter Cooper tried to copy my catchy marketing phrase from Monell's.
Didn't even get close, Jim. Don't worry about it. But he did have an interesting take on it. And I prefer it when the host is not eating with his mouth full, Right.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to rekindle that catchy marketing phrase
right there's your camera.
Our friends at Monell's.
Yeah. You want to try it? Right there.
Let me just kind of get in character here a little bit. Let me psych myself into this a little bit.
Get in character here. We don't have all night, though. Hey, could you guys hold on just 1 second? This is a very important part. Just hold it 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Now, go.
Monell's, family-style Southern cooking. It's good. It's real good. And scene.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Well, Keith, I'll turn things back over to you. I guess my work here is done. So I'm going to leave it.
Don't get far, though.
So, thanks again to Monell's. Let's give them a big hand, everybody.
Good. It's real good. Yeah. Well, folks, if you enjoy our show, you have to know it's made possible by our sponsors like Monell's. And right now, we'd like to talk about the amazing Star 129 Diamond. Hard to describe the difference between a Star 129 Diamond and an ordinary diamond over the radio. I know Bob Forster knows that because I've heard you say that on the radio, too. It's just really hard. You got to see it. You got to see it to believe it. It's created using patented technology, which we believe is the most significant advancement in diamond cutting technology in nearly 100 years. Now, there's only one place to go in Nashville to see it in person, and that is Forster's Diamond Outlet on Hickory Hollow Parkway in Nashville. Now, here's the good news. If you get in there and get a case of diamond envy, you see those Star 129s, and you look at your old, dull, pitiful-looking diamond, well, there's not a problem. You can ask about their trade-in program, and in some cases, your old diamond can even be recut by master craftsmen and transformed into a Star 129, created to outsparkle normal diamonds to the naked eye, which is really what counts. Now, take a look at the display here in the hall, right over there. Visit Diamond Outlet on Hickory Hollow Parkway in Nashville, and the rest of you all around the country can find a dealer near you at star129.com. By the way, thanks to Griffin Technology for the phone charging station up in Sponsor Village. Here's Craig. Who you got over there, Craig?
Tell me about it, folks.
Yeah.
Richard Young and Doug Phelps from the Kentucky Headhunters. Make them welcome. They are really here.
Good to be here, y'all.
All the way from the next state up. But anyway, Kentucky, man, what a history there. I know you added the Kentucky after having chosen the name Headhunters, but then realizing, hey, there's other headhunters out there. Let's be the Kentucky Headhunters. What about Kentucky have you set you off? Have you carried with you? What is core to you about that state and its influence on your music?
Well, Greg, I think the thing that's probably helped the Headhunters sustain for 46 years is, for the folks that don't know, we had a blues rock band from 1968 till about 1985. And the band actually morphed into the Headhunters with the addition of Doug and his brother. And we started out playing real young, about 11, 12 years old. And when Greg got to be 15, he bought a Ford Falcon, and we could go places like Dumas Walker's and all those little places down in Tennessee. But our parents, I guess we got pretty good pretty early. So
where were the musical influences coming? Where were you finding the records? Where were you finding records to pick up on? What were your core things you were listening to?
Rice's Radio and TV in Glasgow. Miss Rice.
Nice.
She was a great old lady, and she had a turntable, and she knew how to sell 45 records.
Okay.
And when the kids would come in on Saturdays, that's all she did is sit there and play. Check this one out, boys and girls. And then also Greg's brother, Gary, who lived in Louisville, would give us his old Moby Grape, NRBQ, early albums, free albums and all that. But he actually got into bluegrass, so Greg acquired his whole blues and blues rock collection. So we were able, but we had a couple of great brushes. Of course, we got out of high school, Capricorn Records moved us down to Georgia, and it's the year that Jimmy Carter got elected president, and we all know that the Allman Brothers and all those guys were very influential on the young audience to vote for Jimmy. And so I think that by the time we got there, we were a little younger than all those guys. Everybody was more interested in going partying at the White House than they were making albums. And then when Ronnie Van Zant and those guys passed, we just kind of looked at each other and said, well, maybe it's not time. And we came home and met Led Zeppelin's people later down the road in '78.
Yeah, almost got signed to the label that they were doing as a band, their boutique label.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Wow. We were actually, there's a guy named Richie Sambora who also had a little band. Yeah, and Richie and our band were the two bands that were going to sign and try to start to do something in America, because everybody knows that all those swan song bands were Bad Company, Maggie Bell, Pretty Things, Led Zeppelin. And so they were making ventures on American bands, and lo and behold, the great drummer John Bonham passed, and so it all went away like boom, that fast. Right. Terrible thing. But
some years passed before the opportunity came up in Nashville.
Yeah, well, actually, we met Doug. Doug, we were getting older and starting to get married and that sort of thing, and starting to. I didn't yet. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I've been married 35 years, same woman. We always say our wives. My wife has the greatest statement. She says, Cindy says, well, we grew up with y'all. We married Spanky in our gang, and it's the truth. They really did. But we never had to grow up, and we've been very lucky and had great family. And matter of fact, last night was my dad's 93rd birthday.
Congrats to him. Nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if I sang a little out of key, don't be mad at me tonight, because my son has a big rock band, Blackstone Cherry, and he was home, and my back was hurting, and he wanted to help my back, and before I could stop him, he came up and said, "Hang on, Dad, let me pop you back." And he actually has broken one of my ribs, so I might be wheezing a little bit.
Holding up here.
Yeah.
So recently, not too long ago, you guys went back to the practice house where this thing had almost all began back in Kentucky.
In '68.
And what an astounding thing. So you actually recorded there for the first time.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a span of years from when you first started fooling around and playing music in this place to making a record.
Well, my grandmother gave us the house in '68, and she had bought an extra 100 acres to add on to our farm, and the neighbors started. It's a great place. It's right on a creek, and overlooks the water and all this, and people were wanting to rent that house. So she thought, I'll be smart. I'll let my grandkids and their cousins move into this house and practice, and I won't make the neighbors upset with me. I'll just say my boys are using it. But I'm going to let Doug tell you about Dixie Lullabies when we recorded that record. It's a great story, and I'll go ahead and tell you that you really will have some fun if you'll Google the Kentucky Headhunters, EPK. Take it, Doug.
EPK, Electronic Press Kit, right? That's right. Yeah. Well, it was just after Christmas in 2010. And the thing about the practice house is it's always embodied the very heart and soul of what we are, and we've rehearsed there, we've written there, but we'd never recorded there. So we finally had an opportunity. A friend of ours came up and said, "Hey, let's do it. I'll make the effort to get everything set up." And it was the day after Christmas. It was 20 degrees or something. There's no heat in the house. There's no running water. It's just an old farmhouse.
Set up a little stove.
And so we, got a kerosene heater in one room and two of those. Yeah, no doubt. We were roughing it. It was cold. But because it was so comfortable, we've been there for many, many, many years, and it was very comfortable to actually record a project there.
Yeah.
And that made all the difference in the world as far as the temperature. Temperature didn't matter. It snowed.
Record.
We had icicles hanging off about a foot long, hanging off the porch and everything. But
yeah, that's Dixie Lullaby. Terrific record, and hopefully hear a couple songs from that. But also a new project that's an old project, Meet Me in Bluesland, just released with Alligator Records. Was that right? Records, featuring the piano playing of Johnny Johnson. Excuse me.
Jimmy drives race cars.
There you go. That's right. And Johnny had played piano back in the day with.
Johnny Johnson, for the folks who don't know, of course, I feel so honored. I was on the board of directors that got him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Eric Clapton and Keith Richards and Etta James and all of our heroes. But for the folks that don't know, why it was so important to do a record with Johnny, two of them actually, is Johnny Johnson hired Chuck Berry as his guitar player in 1952 because his sax player got sick. And Chuck was running around town wanting to join a band or whatever. Well, the minute those two guys came together, that was the bonding of the first rock and roll team, of writing team and playing team in history. Because, of course, there were a lot of great artists in Sun. There were a lot of them in Memphis. There were a lot of them everywhere. But as far as just a team of guys that had this charisma and this great magic to write songs that kids loved in the 50s, it was them. So if you would look at Johnny and Chuck, they would have been like Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, on and on. The modern writing teams, or modern of our times, right? But Joey Perry and Steven Tyler, guys like that. But what happened was, after all the whiz went out of the thing and the Beatles came out, then Johnny went back and started playing in St. Louis with the great guitarist Freddie King, which we're going to do a song we recorded with Johnny tonight. And it was real weird, but thank God for Keith Richards, because he was asked to do the music and put together a band for the Hail Hail Rock and Roll movie. And if you have not seen that movie, you must get it. It's old. It's in the late 80s. But anyway, what followed was Keith Richards took a real interest because he realized that Johnny had been neglected. He never was paid for any of those songs or anything. That's just the way it was in those days. Right. And so he and Eric Clapton and NRBQ group actually did Johnny's first solo album. We went to the Grammys. We were listening to it, and lo and behold, we go to the Grammy party, and there's all the flavors of the year. Well, we'd already been there, so we were through all that. And there sat Johnny Johnson at a table by himself, and we became instant friends.
Oh, terrific. And
got to do his second solo album in 1993 and produce, write, and play on that, which was like better than winning a Grammy. Oh, it really was. I'm sorry.
So you got this record out. It's just out now in Alligator. We're going to have to move on with the music. Lots to talk about.
I know. I told you when we came up here, we'd talk your leg off.
Well, hey, I'm glad to have it. Better than the alternative, my friend.
All right.
Folks, Kentucky Headhunters are going to be on the stage in about an hour. Thank you, gentlemen. Richard, Doug, appreciate it. All right, over there, stage left. Allie Sutton's going to sing about some chili. Thanks, man.
Right, from trout steak to chili, it's time for a word from our sponsor, the Eddie Chili. Well, I packed up my tackle and I loaded the truck. I headed out for the lake. I figured I'd try my luck, but I sat there for hours and not a tug on the line. But I packed Vietti, so I'll be eating just fine. Chili by the fireside, the dinner was saved. But there ain't nothing better out on the road or any day. So next time you go fishing, have a good backup plan. Don't forget the Vietti, it comes in a can. Thank you to Laura Harmondale for writing that awesome jingle. And let's get back to the show with Mr. Jim Lauderdale.
All right. Thank you, Allie Sutton. Two banjos and a name inspired by John Hartford are all this couple needs to make music for you. It's down-home music, sturdy, honest music, and they come all the way from Minnesota to share what they do with us folks here. Kendall Winter and Palmer T. Lee, the lowest pair.
Minnesota man, me. I've been torn up and I need a friend. I never needed a friend. Now the Iron Ranger calls my name, carried by the wind to the driftless plains, the dark stained waters of Old St. Croix. I'd run when I was a boy, down to the split, down in Old Mill City, where I dreamed so hard I couldn't sleep at night. So I grew up quick in the year of the fire, and the son was born at the funeral pyre, and the family split for the sake of love. Tears rolled into the flood that rose and rolled and flowed in the driftless banks in the year of the moon. Minnesota man, me. I've been torn open. I need a friend like I never needed a friend before.
Well, I got cloth for a patchwork quilt. You can bear the weight of the river sill, but don't strings get frayed when the autumn leaves weaves unfinished tapestries in the year of the flood? I went to the banks to watch that river rise.
Minnesota man, me. I've been torn open. I need a friend. I never needed a friend. Now in the year of the winter when the weather turned, I curled feet like a fiddlehead fern till the wind unfurled my disposition, whispered of the water in the driftless mission, and I headed west with the faith, nothing left to lose. Minnesota man, me. I've been torn open. I need a friend. I never needed a friend.
Feels like
Now the Iron Ranger calls my name, carried by the wind of the driftless plains of the dark stained waters of Old St. Croix. I run when I was a boy. Now the Iron Ranger calls my name, carried by the wind of the driftless plains of me. Many more.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a true story. That's the first song that. This is Palmer T. Lee over here. This is the first song that we wrote together. You have to excuse us. We're gonna take about 10 minutes and tune our banjos. I'm gonna play one that you'll think you've heard before. Well, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm headed to Louisiana, my true love will see. Rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. Sun so hot I froze to death. Suzanne, don't you cry. Won't you Susanna, oh Susanna, oh Susanna, I find I'm crying in my sleep. It's so lonesome sleeping alone. Oh Susanna, I cry, I need you here with me. Dream the other night, Susanna, you were sad. You were taking on too much. You were carrying all that baggage. If I could find a way, sharing your load, I would take the weight and I would bring you home. Oh, Susanna, oh, Susanna, oh, Susanna, I find I'm crying in my sleep. It's so lonesome sleeping alone. Oh, Susanna, I cry, I need you here with me. Need you here with me. Thank you. We're going to sing you a song off of our new record. Our album's called The Sacred Heart Sessions, and we recorded it at an old cathedral in Duluth, Minnesota, called the Sacred Heart Music Center. I'm a Jewish girl from Arkansas. It's the most time I've ever spent in church. They let me in there with a banjo. This is a song called Rosie. And when I first wrote this song, I'd never met a Rosie before. And since then, I've met a lot of Rosies. I've met cousins and puppies and action figures named Rosie. So this is the power of manifestation. So now we're writing lots of songs about tour vans, larger tour vans.
Winning lottery tickets.
Banjos that stay in tune.
Right.
These sorts of things. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? I once had your love. It was pure and good. But I was young. I took it for granted. I misunderstood. If I had your love, well, I tell you what I'd do. I would kiss those hard-working hands. I would marry you. Oh, my Rosie, oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Hold me to the light. I will see it through. You give me one more chance. I'll be good to you. Hold me to the light. Rosie, 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 just one more chance. I won't let you go. Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie. Oh, my Rosie. Oh, my Rosie. I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back to me? Oh, my Rosie, darling. Oh, my Rosie B, I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Won't you come back? Won't you come back? Won't you come
This is Kendall Winter over here on the banjo, by the way. She presently resides in Washington State, Olympia, Washington, actually. Yeah. So she may have traveled the farthest to be at this show. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like I'm wrong, at least not anybody is stepping forward. Yeah? Where did you come from? Oh, nice. Washingtonians. Oh, well, all right. I guess I'll quit talking then. All right, fine. I got it.
We're going to sing a love song about low-hanging fruit. The easy pickings. The ones that just fall when you shake the tree. If we ever get this banjo and guitar and tune.
Yeah, they say that banjo players spend half their time tuning and half their time playing out of tune. I'm sure you've heard that before. Most people think that's a joke, but it's not actually a joke. And further, what I've discovered is that it doesn't actually matter whether you're even holding a banjo in your hand, it just matters whether you fancy yourself a banjo player or not. I can't seem to keep this thing in tune, is what I'm saying. Anyway, this is a song off our first record called Pear Tree.
I would wait for you if you just asked me to, till my body's laying low, cold in the ground. And even yet still, I'd be craving you, every atom, every cell, and every hour. And my love would still grow as the worms turn me to soul. And there within the dirt my love would wait, to be pulled up by the roots and turned into a sweet fruit, where I'd just hang around waiting to be ate. See, I would wait for you if you just asked me to, till my body's laying low, cold in the ground. And even yet still, I'd be craving you, every atom, every cell, every ounce. I'd be dangling and pining, I'd be supple and shining, I'd be hanging low just to stay within your reach. Until one day you'd happen by, you'd hear my faint fawn cry, and you'd reach out and you'd pick me and eat. Then I'd finally feel your lips again, you'd ask me how my time was spent, and I'd say, girl, you knew I'd treat you right. Now let me nourish your body, chew and swallow softly. Let me break down, let our bodies reunite. See, I would wait for you if you just asked me to, until my body's laying low, cold in the ground. And even yet still, I'd be craving you, every atom, every cell, and every ounce. let me nourish your body. Chew easy, swallow softly, let me break down, let our bodies reunite.
I think we might just have one more song left for you, unless someone tells us otherwise. All right, one more song. We're going to end our set with the old Kentucky earmuffs, as they call them. This is also a song off our first record, one that Kendall wrote.
Wash away my sin, boy, wash away my sin. Headed to the river, wash away my sin. There crackles in the morning, magpies at sunset. I've been up and down this country, trying to forget, boy, trying to up and down this country, trying to forget. You said you loved me far as a crow flies, and oh, your lips are salty, that gaze is deep. I doubt that you would give me too much cause to weep, but I know you stole me, I know you stole, I know that you did do your last love wrong. Oh, do you know my story? Do you know I'm mean? Sailing in muddy water, trying to get clean. Seeking friends, I was headed to the river. Wash away my sins, wash away my sin, boy, wash away my sin. Headed to the river, wash away my sin.
The lowest pair.
Thank you.
That was fantastic, you guys. Thank you so much. The lowest pair, everybody. It was great. Thank y'all. It's wonderful. Well, I guess it's time for me to turn things back over to my banana pudding-eating partner.
Say that fast 5 times.
I'd like to turn things over right now to my banana pudding-eating partner. I'd like to turn things over right now to my banana pudding-eating
I was just kidding, Jim.
partner.
I was just kidding.
Well, put your... Keith Bilbrey, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Jim Lauderdale. Hey, you're listening to Hippie Radio, Nashville, Bellevue, 94.5 on your FM dial. And we want to wish a big happy birthday to Bubba Mayo, who is Todd's dad. Happy birthday to you, Bubba. What if you keep an eye on your... Yeah, give him a big hand. What if you could keep an eye on your finances 24/7, no matter where you are or what you're doing? Well, Ascend Federal Credit Union offers free, convenient account access with eBranch, online bill payment with ePay, and online statements with eStatements. Use Ascend's app to access your account on your favorite mobile device. Stay on the go with Ascend's e-services and see what's possible. Visit ascendfcu.org to register for e-services from Ascend. Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities. Ascend is federally insured by the NCUA, and membership is limited. I don't know whether we're going to have a drawing. Yes, there's Allie with the entry bucket. Reach way down in there, Allie, and give us a name for a $25 prepaid Visa card, compliments of Ascend. And who is our winner tonight? Oh, here we go. Katie Watkins from right here in Tennessee, somewhere. Katie Watkins. Okay, there you go. Go over to the Ascend table and get your $25 Visa card. How about that? Thank you very much. And right now we're going to give, we've done that. Craig, over in the technology chat room, Griffin Technology, what's going on over there?
We are going to connect to play. Hey, folks, their new album is Brighter Every Day, produced by my buddy Chris Pandolfi of the infamous String Dusters, who will be here in a few weeks, by the way. Bevan Foley, Casey Houlihan from Trout Steak Revival. Make them welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. Y'all in a southeastern swing. I hope you didn't come all the way for just this. What else y'all up to in the southeast?
Actually, we're on our way to the Festi Experience this weekend.
Yes,
the String Dusters Festival. Yeah,
and
in
you've
Roseland.
done some dates with them too, I see.
We have had the privilege of playing some shows with them. It's always a good time to be
Right.
on the stage with them.
Have you all spent much time in the eastern side of the United States? Have you found musical homes out here and maybe Asheville and other places that love bluegrass?
This is our first time out here.
Really? Congratulations,
Yeah.
then.
Thank you.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Give us some sense of the background of the band, kind of the different backgrounds of the musicians and why it gelled and when.
We started in about 2008. All of us guys slowly moved out to Colorado from the Midwest. And I met Steve in college, and I met Travis and Will at a summer camp that we were working at when we were in our early 20s. And we just kind of discovered acoustic music, and we were really drawn to it. And it started off all of us playing guitar, and we started gigging, and then we were like, hey, we should maybe diversify this sound a little bit. So we kind of picked instruments and started writing songs. A few years later, we met Bevan. She asked us to be part of a show that she was putting on with her band at the time, the Mile Markers. It was called Green Beer and Bluegrass. And we were the opening band, and we asked her to sit in with us, and we were amazed. We were like, she makes us sound incredible. We should probably ask her to, play more shows with us. And then after a few months, we asked her to be part of the band, which she declined at first. But then after a while, she came around, and it's been a real pleasure playing with her ever since.
Boys meet girl, boys get girl.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
We were persistent.
Now, is your background in fiddling go way back, or do you have deep roots with traditional music?
I actually started playing classical music
Right.
and did classical all the way through college. I went to the Lamont School of Music in Denver, and then learned that you can hang out with your friends late at night drinking beer and playing the violin. And I was like, maybe I'll try that for a while.
What about the bluegrass culture of the Front Range and Boulder and Nederland and Lyons and Denver too? I mean, speak to how that lifted you up and gave you some raw material and people and.
Oh gosh, it gives you like a whole community of friends that just get together at weekly jams and in basements and on roofs and in living rooms, just playing music all the time. So it's really special, the community that we're lucky to be a part of in Denver and in all of those other great cities on the Front Range of Colorado.
But what about the wilderness itself? What about the mountains itself, just the terrain? Inspiring to y'all, something that's affected the music?
Certainly, yeah. It's the main reason that we moved out there. It wasn't actually to start a band, but it was to ski and to backpack and to camp and to hike, and it definitely seeps into our music.
That's great. So Brighter Every Day, you said came out in April, and Chris Pandolfi produced. And just talk about approaching that. I think it was your second recording. I don't think it was the first one, but tell folks what's on it. And
yeah. Chris produced it. It was a pleasure to work with him. And it's actually our third recording, but our second with Bevan.
Okay.
And we recorded it Notably Fine in Denver. It was over about 6 days, and we tracked everything. And I think we maybe went back for a day or two. But it was kind of a quick... Chris helped us prepare. He did a lot of pre-production stuff, and he met with us. And he kind of, gave us a lot of guiding light so that when we got into the studio, we were really prepared. And it was a great experience, really. I mean, if we could work with him again, we probably will.
And y'all are keeping a pretty core bluegrass sound. It doesn't get to, so what I heard and what I heard in the records, is not zipping off into psychedelic territory. What do you love about bluegrass music? Why is that the anchor?
Well, being from a classical background, it's basically a string quintet, which is pretty awesome. I love small chamber ensembles. That's what I love the most about that genre. And so it's just basically that. It allows for a lot of communication and musical conversation, a lot of listening, and it's just a really fun way to play music, I think. Mm-hmm.
That's a great answer, actually. I relate to that totally. Well, folks, I wish you all the luck in the world, and I hope you have a great time browsing around this part of the country. Come back and see us in Nashville a lot. There's great bluegrass here, and partners and friends to be made. So, Trout Steak Revival, everybody. Great job opening the show. We appreciate y'all. And center stage, Jim Lauderdale is going to tell us what's next. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, as our program notes say, the instrumentalist up here about to lead this fine band visited Roots a few years ago and played on stage with every act of the night, including a great set with his dad. It's been too long for a return visit, but now he's back with his own band and a sound like no other. Please make welcome A.J. Gent.
Lately I've been thinking we've been moving too fast. I'm holding on the arm of the cargo. Come off the gas, gonna make us crash. Make us crash. Driving too fast. Make us crash.
Headed in the wrong direction. Yeah. There's no need to keep ignoring the sign. Oh, dangerously far from eternity. Hey,
You're gonna make us crash, baby. Got me trapped in so many feelings and emotions. This recklessness is driving me wild. Not a good thing, but you love to learn the hard way. What you done did, baby. Thank you. We are the AJ Ghent Band from Atlanta, Georgia, and we're so happy to be here with you tonight.
Don't ask for much, only tell me the truth. 'Cause a lion's contagious, spreading fabricated news. You talk a lot about love, actions swell in speech. Take a look in the mirror, practice what you preach. 'Cause if you mean what you say, show some signs and watch what you do. Mama told me to run on and stay away from the trouble in the streets. But I got this addiction, a kind of love that I can't beat. Don't feed me Medicaid, don't try to numb what I feel. I'd rather stroke the addiction. At least I know that it's real. 'Cause if you mean what you say, show some signs and watch what you do.
Must come down. What goes around comes around.
your dog, 'cause I'm a good man. I can be your baby, but don't you play with my heart, 'cause I'm a good man. Be your baby, don't you play with my heart, 'cause I'm a good man. Call me crazy, but don't call me blind. I can see through your crooked lies. I can be your baby, don't you play with my heart, 'cause I'm a good man. Watch out for the guitar now. Keep on playing your games, you gon' get your reward when I'm gone. Help me sing that. Whoa, keep on playing your games, you gon' get your reward when I'm gone. Take a chance and roll the dice. If you be boarding on the next flight, I can be your babe. I said, be your babe. Real quick, we want to bring out one of the legends here, my pop, Mr. Aubrey Gent. Y'all give it up for him now.
Are you having a good time? Oh yes, we're so happy to be here. Woo! Now it's all right if you want to get up and stand to your feet and dance a little with it. Is that okay? Oh, I can't hear you. Is that okay? Yeah.
Lord, I'm running, trying to make 199 and a half won't do. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 199 and a half won't do. Hey, Lord, I'm running, trying to make 199 and a half won't do. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 199 and a half won't do. Won't do. Won't do. Won't do. Won't do. 99 and a half won't do. Hey, Lord, I'm running. gotta go. We gotta go. Listen, Lord, I'm trying to make 199.5 won't do. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 199. Won't do. Thank you. We are the AJ Ghent Band. Hey!
Let's hear it for the AJ Ghent Band. So great. Thank you. AJ, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. The AJ Ghent Band. Let's hear it for them. Wow. Whew.
I think we scored a scald on that
They put the scald on it, Keith.
I believe they did.
They put the scald on it.
Yes, they did.
Ow.
Good stuff.
Boy,
What?
Keith Bilbrey, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you got your French's
That's
boots on
right.
tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I got mine
That's
on.
right,
Let
yeah.
me tell you, folks, whether you're in Tennessee or anywhere across the USA, French's Shoes and Boots is your headquarters for the best deals on Dan Post boots and more. For over 50 years, Dan Post has built a heritage of comfort and authentic Western styling. From your first step, you'll feel the difference in Dan Post comfort. Dan Post boots for the entertainer in you. Downtown Nashville, gorgeous store. Franklin, all across Tennessee, 11 other cities. Just makes good sense to shop at French's, your Dan Post headquarters. Now, for the rest of you listening in from New York to California, click on MusicCityBoots.com and click on the Dan Post logo. Hey, let's go back over to Craig right now. He's over in the Griffin Technology chat room. And I think those guys are gotten enough breath to talk now.
Quick turnaround. No chance to rest on this show. That's right. We turn it around. All right, folks, one more time here to chat a little bit. AJ Ghent and his dad, Aubrey. Good to see you all back. Thanks a lot. Tell us about your singers, first of all.
My wife on the left and my sister on the right.
How about that? It's kept it close to home.
Yeah.
Family and music just seem to go hand in hand with you guys.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, definitely hand in hand. Start with my dad here. Well, actually, my grandfather, and then on to my dad, and we kind of just kept it going.
Right.
Keep it in the family.
Paint a picture for us of the church environment where the steel guitar found its home and how you saw it growing up. I'll ask you that question as the person who was a kid seeing it play out, and then we'll hand the mic over to
I was just trying to mimic this guy the whole time, you know. But I guess I was, a little bit younger coming in, a little more, wild and everything as far as the music with all the distortion, the Jimi Hendrix and everything. And I don't think people want to fall out to that. And so, trying to, copy what, my family did before, it was pretty much just something I think natural.
Okay. Yeah. Aubrey, what was the church that was your home, your musical home, your church home that where you found your groove doing this?
Well, actually, it was a kind of lengthy time. It started over 50-some years ago, and the church had been carrying steel or Hawaiian guitars for a long while.
Cool.
And I kind of moved into it, and I got joy.
Yeah.
Okay. Your dad, in turn, played this as well?
Yes.
Okay.
My dad, my uncle,
yep.
They all played. They were the first ones to play in the church.
And how big a band would have been happening here? You have a choir and a band. So how?
It was a pretty great number.
Too many, yeah.
It was for people really to see. Actually, to them, it was who's going to play tonight.
Yeah.
That's how big it was, and it kind of grew on me. And I started from a small kid, around 11 years old.
Okay.
And I just joined into it.
Did you end up playing in non-church events and secular places and bars and restaurants and auditoriums as well? Or was your career pretty much rooted in church music?
Well, I was rooted really in church music.
Right.
And that's what they allowed. And that's what I did.
AJ moves into the more modern era, and you can take this music where you want. Talk about your enthusiasm for wanting to share it with all kinds of audiences.
Just understanding how grateful I was to even be in a situation, even hear the music, and just hearing all kind of people play and sing. I was influenced enough to say, hey, I want more people to hear about this. And so that's kind of how it happened. Just took it out and started playing everywhere.
And you're down in Florida, right?
No, we're in Atlanta now. You're from Florida, but in Atlanta.
Based in Atlanta now. Yeah. Okay. So that is part of the connection to Zach Brown. Zach Brown heard you play and wound up carrying you on the road, and you got to open shows for him and record on the Southern Ground label.
Yeah. We were, playing in a club one night, and maybe 5 people, and I was jumping all over stuff playing, and he came in, and he loved it. So since then, it's kind of been a great thing.
It's a neat musical family. The Southern Ground world is kind of an encompassing environment, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Now, I saw that you've got a live album at Terminal West that's that seems like the most recent project. But is there a studio record either about to come out or that I've missed that you made with? Well,
no, we're actually working on some stuff now. Just planning it and everything like that. And we're gonna put pops on it, and it's gonna be great.
So we got a few more minutes here. These guys are going to take a second to set up. So I'm going to kind of burrow in a little bit more. Talk about when you took the instrument. What was the first setting that you went and said, I'm going to form my own group, put it together, and found places to play? Just talk about that process.
Honestly, the first setting for me. To even realize that I wanted to do this, with my own band was the last time I was at Music City Roots here. So,
no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, thanks to you guys, helped me. Last time I was here with the Colonel Bruce Hampton, and
I was going to say you played with Colonel Bruce.
Yeah, that's when I had the monk outfit on and all that crazy stuff. And so, but it kind of it pulled something in me, and I was like, hey, I really want to do this, and I branched off and got the family band together.
How did you connect with Colonel Bruce? Because that's some trippy stuff right there.
Yeah. It's the same scenario. I was playing in a bar. And, everybody knows that guy. So, somebody comes up to me and say, hey, I know you're new in town, but this guy's going to want you to play, with them. And next thing I know, I'm in a pizza joint playing with them. And, the first show with him, of course, was like, what in the world is this? So.
Y'all know Colonel Bruce Hampton? Anybody? Yeah. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you don't know. It's one of the great mystics of Southern music.
Yeah, definitely.
But of course, that's great practice, having to keep on your toes, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Definitely, yeah.
You've also gotten to make music with the Allman Brothers and with, who am I thinking? The blonde kid, married to Susan Tedeschi, Derek Trucks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I sat here and there because that's a community of musicians down south.
Yeah, I sat in with the Allman Brothers, a few years ago at the Beacon Theater, and that was great. Of course, we love them, and that was just a great experience, definitely.
AJ, what are your hopes and ambitions here? Where are you looking down the road a year, 2 or 5?
To be back at this place.
Oh come on! Oh come on!
If you want me back.
Even I can think bigger than that.
Well, it's definitely just to continue to do this. We do it for the love and for the encouragement, and as long as we can keep doing this, being on stage, having a good time, that's all we want.
Writing songs real frequently? How's that coming?
Songwriting is all the time, definitely every day, all the time, and there's a jam that comes out every moment. So,
when y'all were together here before, you played just duo lap steel guitar. which was so revelatory. I'd never seen anything quite like that. Is that something you guys worked up yourself, or is that part of the tradition too? Yeah, you can both take that.
Well, it's something that we wanted to do, and since I was the dad, I got to give a say so.
Yeah.
So we did it, and it worked out quite well.
Yeah. Have you played that way a lot? Have you played for audiences that way on many occasions?
Well, not a whole lot, but
Okay.
I think enough has been done. Yeah.
All right. Carly, how are we doing over there? What do you think? Give me an ETA. About a minute? Okay, we can fill about a minute, right? Because it's and.
Right at home, so we're good.
What's home base in Atlanta for y'all music-wise? If folks were checking the listings, and is there a place that's sort of like, or one or two places that you find yourself regularly?
The Wing Cafe,
Wing Cafe.
Yeah, we love that place. They treat us great, and they got awesome food, so that's always a plus.
Where is the Terminal West where you made the live record?
Terminal West is, that's in Atlanta. It's a great venue as well, we wanted to, be able to do something on the spot. That was like a one-take thing, so.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Well, the audience in that recording sounds like they were there for you, there to enjoy it. They're busting. It's really cool.
Yeah, it got kind of crazy. So.
Yeah. Well, check that out. Live at Terminal West. We'll watch for a new record, and loved having you guys back. Thanks a lot.
All the time.
Maybe a longer set next time.
All right.
Okay. AJ and Aubrey Ghent. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, speaking of Southern and rock and roll.
Gentlemen, what an honor.
Let's see what happens next here on Music City Roots.
Thank you. Well, we have had a good run of country-tinged Southern rock and roll around here lately. And on we go with this great bunch of guys who are ahead of their time in country music. Their 1986 album, Pickin' on Nashville, won a Grammy and sold more than 2 million copies. They've been doing things their own way ever since then. Please put your hands together for the Kentucky Headhunters.
someday on this hard road. Baby, you can step on my toes. We might even rub elbows. I don't care, that's the color you have. Purple, baby, ain't we a pair? Let's go stumbling, 'cause you know we can't dance. Let's go stumbling, I give you half a chance. I can be your lover boy, you can be my baby toy. So stop your mumbling, no time for rumbling. Let's go stumbling. Honey, you can say I'm blind. They just think you're being kind. They won't know when we're out on the floor. We lost, we're just hard to find. Let's go stumbling, 'cause you know we can't dance. Let's go stumbling, I give you half a chance. I can be your lover boy, you can be my baby toy. So stop your mumbling, no time for rumbling. Let's go stumbling. Baby, you can step on my head. I'll be shaking like a chicken that's dead. Let's get ready when the band is a stage. Taking over, gonna be the race. Let's go stumbling, 'cause you know we can't dance. Let's go stumbling, I give you half a chance. I can be your lover boy, you can be my baby toy. So stop your mumbling, no time for rumbling. Let's go stumbling. Yeah, stop your mumbling, no time for rumbling. Let's go stumbling. Oh yeah. Thank y'all much. We're gonna do a couple more from our new blues album, Meet Me in Bluesland. We love y'all. Thanks for having us out. Play it, Freddie. You tremble in pain. Have you ever loved a woman? You tremble in vain. And all the time you know, yeah, she belongs to another man. Yes, he did. But you just love your sweet baby now. It's just a sin. Oh, you love, you love, you love, you love, you love, you love, you love your baby. Yes, you do. Oh, no, it's just a sin. And all the time you know she belongs to your very best friend. Play it, Kevin, real nice. Your best friend. Oh, no, no. Ow. All right. Thank y'all so much for inviting us out. It's good to be back here in Franklin. The last time I was actually here, Fred and I, my brother on his drums, we were just little boys, and our dad was in the antique business. He was a school teacher, and back in those days, you could buy some good stuff cheap. And we'd come down to Franklin, and Dad would buy some antiques
to put up, and we got barns full of it. And last night we had Daddy's 93rd birthday. We're very fortunate to have our old music house we've had all these years and have a landing strip. And, you know, my mom, she's been cooking Mexican hamburgers and doing chocolate chip cookies for us for 46 years. Right, boys? Yeah, man. And we have a good time. And Doug loves the potato salad, though. All right. We're going to do one more from our brand new album that debuted high in the charts worldwide. And thanks to, I told you the story later about Johnny Johnson. We was fortunate. We didn't get to tell this part of it, but in 2003, we actually recorded a second record with Johnny, and it's been underneath my bed until last October. We mixed it, came out June 2nd. We want to thank you. Buy a copy if you'd like one. We got them here, not for us, but for Johnny Johnson, Francis, and their family. All right? Here's one more from the new blues album, Meet Me in Blues Land. It goes like this. In these woods, take my hand, little pretty, and walk along with the wolf. Hey. Sugar cane. Little girl, your love is sugar cane. Your love is soft as satin and hard as a choo-choo train. That's right. We got time to do one more, y'all. We're gonna do one that brought us to the dance. Once again, thank you. Don't leave. We're gonna have a jam session here in a minute, they say. All right? Are you ready? All right, let's see if we can make this happen. Brother, you're gonna hit the intro on me with this one. Are you ready, boys? Get ready to sing, y'all. Well,
Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. We'll get a slab burger, fries, and a bottle of ski. Bring it on out to my baby and me. Well, we headed to the drive-in on a Saturday night. Just me and my baby and a six-pack of light. Got a pocket full of money and I'm raring to go down to Dumas Walker right after the show. They were shooting marbles in the back of the store and laying money down on the floor. Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. We'll get a slab burger, fries, and a bottle of ski. Bring it on out to my baby and me. I'll play it. Kevin, come on, let's get it. Well, he takes all his orders down one at a time. Don't need a patty, got a photogenic mind. He don't like the young folks hanging around. He's quick to let you know we got a law in this town. You ought to see him grin when they walk through the door. The Marble King's ready for more. Oh, we need your help. Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. Let's all sing. Come on now. Let's all go down to Dumas Walkers. We'll get a slab burger, fries, and a bottle of ski. What is it? Bring it on out to my baby and me. Oh yeah! Hey,
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. The Kentucky Headhunters, everybody. Woo. The Kentucky Headhunters. Wow. That was a mighty good. The Kentucky Headhunters, everyone. Woo. Wow. Keith, they put the scald on it.
I'm telling you. I was just tasting that slaw burger while they were singing.
Stop, you're making me hungry,
I know,
Keith.
I know. I had a special night with these guys up in Bean Blossom, Indiana. They were doing the Bean Blossom Festival at Bill Monroe. Invited them up and got on stage with them and did their big Sock Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine and played a mandolin part that was unbelievable. Yeah, he put the scald on it, didn't he?
We live in Metcalfe County, Kentucky, and on Beaver Creek. And when we were little boys and we were getting started, the creek kind of starts close to the start of our farm. But there was this old farmer that used to say he'd walk out in the yard and he'd get dizzy because Courtney Johnson from Newgrass Revival lived down the creek. And Sam Bush and all them boys would be down there becoming Newgrass Revival, and we were trying to become who we were. And he said I'd get dizzy because I heard mandolins and banjos and fiddles over here and heard electric guitar and drums over here. That's a true story.
Pretty rich part of Kentucky.
Yeah, very confusing.
But what he saw that night was something amazing because I remember Sam Bush telling me one time that they showed up with electric bass guitar and Bill Monroe had them unplugged.
That ain't no part of nothing right there.
But we showed up at Bean Blossom with Marshall amplifiers and loud drums, and Lord, I don't know why he did it, but they said he's going to unplug y'all. And you know, it's real funny because he came up on stage and I said, oh God, here he comes. He walked up there with a mandolin, took a mic and went like this.
Yeah, held forth.
It was like Jimi Hendrix. It really was. Never saw anything like my life.
Jimi Hendrix on the mandolin.
It really was.
Well, what if you never had to pay for gas again? Well, if you drove the 100% electric and gas Nissan Leaf, you can see one right over here. You could answer that question. Get out of the way. Oh, here's Laurie, our display model. Just thinking she's on The Price is Right. Don't tell her any different. The Nissan Leaf gets the equivalent of 126 miles per gallon. And so far, 75,000 customers in the U.S. alone are saving a lot of money and time by not having to stop at gas stations anymore. And of course, fewer parts under the hood means less maintenance, so you'll save more than just gas. With seating for 5 and a roomy interior, you don't have to sacrifice space for efficiency with the Nissan Leaf. With all the comforts of a conventional car and the innovation Nissan's known for, Leaf makes going electric an everyday reality. Every new Nissan Leaf in the United States comes from right here in Tennessee. The vehicle and battery plant's located in Smyrna and Deckard, just a short drive from here. And currently, if you buy a new Nissan Leaf here in Nashville, Nissan's no charge to charge promotion provides you with complimentary access to public charging stations for 2 full years. Talk about range confidence. So visit your local Nashville dealer today and test drive the 100% electric, no gas Nissan Leaf. Nissan, Nashville proud. By the way, thanks to Griffin Technology for the phone charging station up in Sponsor Village. Comes in handy. Craig, what have you got for us?
I just want to thank all the artists tonight. Of course, the Kentucky Headhunters, plus AJ Gent Band, Lois Pear, Trout Steak Revival. Let's hear it for all the bands tonight. Yeah. They're about to get up here and play one together, as is our tradition. Next week's lineup, live from the factory right here, our buddy Frank Sullivan and Dirty Kitchen coming back. IBMA award winners. Pawn Shop Kings are here. Molly Tuttle and bluegrass band Mountain Faith. That's going to be a good one. Get your tickets at MusicCityRoots.com. This weekend in the community calendar, we tell you this because our friends at Monell's, very instrumental over in Germantown neighborhood of Nashville, putting together Oktoberfest. Venerable tradition and celebration in Nashville. Goes from Friday, October 9th to Sunday, October 11th. And it's a big old party based around beer. So I'll try to be there. And folks, if you are interested in picking up a few hours of work, the guys over there telling us that they are hiring shifts and they're paying. And if you want to go and just do some helping out this weekend for a few hours and get paid for it, see Lori or see any of the staff from Monell's, or go by this week and call them up, because we've been asked to put the word out. They need about 30 more people, and I know they'll be appreciative. Finally, I want to let you know that the Jim McGuire photography exhibit just down the hall here at the Willow Plunge Arts Gallery, right here in the factory on this hall, a chance to see some of the finest portrait photography in the history of country music. Really extraordinary stuff. Dolly Parton, Waylon Jennings, the Minnie Pearl. These are indelible images, and we love Jim, and we're probably going to get Jim on Roots Radio Hour here real soon. But that's running until October 24th. So check it out right here and all the great stuff in the factory. It's an amazing bunch of craftsmen, artists, artisans, and that's part of the life here at the factory. All right, Keith Bilbrey, tell them about some jam.
It certainly is. We are crazy about this Nashville jam. Gary and Courtney Barron started making their gourmet jams and jellies as gifts for family and friends from the abundance of their own garden. And now, even though it's in stores from New York to Texas, it's still made with that same loving care. Handmade, all-natural gourmet jams and jellies, from natural fruit flavors like strawberry and blueberry to wild tastes like peach habanero and Jim Lauderdale's favorite, garlic and Vidalia onion. And now they've even opened their own restaurant. It's a charming place out in Old Hickory, and the home cooking is as good as a Nashville jam on a biscuit. Make sure to support Nashville Jam and tell them thanks for supporting, well, the Nashville Jam. By the way, Jim, tomorrow is my wife, Emmy Jo's birthday, and I haven't gotten her anything for her birthday yet, so I bet she'd like a bottle, this jar right here.
No, that's mine.
Oh, no.
That's mine.
That's Emmy Jo's.
I'll give her the jar, and we could put a candle in it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll try. I'll see if I can get away with that. Oh, by the way, we've got, want to say congratulations to Art R. for guessing tonight's secret jam tune in the Music City Roots online forum. Art grew up in Baltimore, but now resides in North Carolina. He's been watching for 2 years and loves big band music. You can join the conversation, too. Just log on to MusicCityRoots.com and click on the Watch Live Now button. Well, Jim, are we ready? I've stretched as far as I can.
Oh, gosh. Well, heaven forbid if
I
keep
never have
you
to
waiting, Keith Gilbert.
I never have to stretch for Peter Cooper. I don't understand that.
Well, I think we're ready, Keith.
Oh, okay, good. Hasn't he done a marvelous job? Aren't you glad he's back? Jim Lauderdale.
Hey, have y'all had a good time tonight? We're going to do a song for you that the Beatles did on that rooftop of Apple Records for their last show together.
Right. All right. Well, I guess I'll kick it off. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. No, no, no. Don't let me down.
Nobody ever loved me like she does. Oh, she does. Yes, she does.
Don't let me down. No, no, no. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Here come y'all. I'm in love for the first time. Now don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. Yeah, no. It's a love that has no pain. Don't let me down.
much, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Music City Roots is a production of Hang Down Media. Executive producer John Walker and Todd Mayo would like to thank our crew for all the extra work last week, getting some rest tomorrow. And a big thanks to Chris Lucky running the board back at Hippie Radio downtown. Time to wake up. Rejoin regularly scheduled program. We're glad you joined us this week from Music City Roots, live from the factory. I'm Keith Bildred from the edge of Music City. Good night, everybody.